If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come, bring my spirits up. There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.
On our way back to the resort from Carson City to Sparks, Nevada, we had to detour, and our curiosity helped us. We found a gorgeous mining mansion. Now for some of my history research. On the Bowers Mansion, Allie, which is spelled Eiley, her nickname, the Madam of the Mansion, came out west in 1857. Allie's fortune changed in the fall of 1857 when her Mormon husband, Alexander, was recalled back to Salt Lake City, causing them to divorce. After that, she ran a boarding house in Gold Hill. We've also visited that area outside Virginia City. Very cool. She bought and sold mining claims, and she met Lemuel Sanford, who goes by Sandy Bowers. He had a 10-foot strip of a mining claim, and it was right next to Allie's 10-foot strip of a mining claim. They joined their claims and their lives. They married August 9th of 1859. They both became rich from their surface deposit claim, which had a lot of silver ore. Due to the fact that these were surface deposits of silver ore, they were easily accessible. Together they made $4 million, which would be valued at over $100 million in today's money. They decided to build their mansion at the base of the Sierra Nevada foothills overlooking Washoe Lake. In 1860, they were blessed with the birth of their son, Jasper, but he sadly only lived for 2 months. In 1861, their daughter, Teresa, was born. She died at only 3 months of age. Built in 1862, the mansion was on 160 beautiful acres. The home included a cut marble fireplace, hinges and doorknobs that were made of pure gold and silver from their mines. They spent 10 months in Europe prior to moving in and spent $100,000 on furnishings while touring Europe, valued at over $2.5 million today. They also adopted their daughter, Margaret Persia. She went by the name Persia. They moved into their miner's mansion in 1863. Sadly, her husband died of lung disease in 1868 at only 35 years old. He had silicosis, which was a common disease that killed miners, where dust particles build up in their lungs. After Sandy's death, Allie turned the mansion into a resort. The resort had all the fancy amenities, including the spring-fed pool, thought to have medicinal benefits. The spring-fed pool to this day is used. It's a different shape and a different pool than the original, but it still is fed by the spring water. The original pool actually had a sandy bottom. Tragically, in the summer of 1874, Allie lost her beloved daughter Persia to an appendicitis. She was running out of money, and the house was getting run down. On May 3rd, 1876, creditors took control, and she lost the mansion. For years, the property was used for picnics, dances, swimming, and fun. It was eventually sold for $10,000 at auction when the Bowers had spent over $630,000 building their beautiful home. In spring of 1903, a local brewer, Henry Reiter, bought the mansion. He continued to run it as a resort. Ironically, after her tragedies and misfortune, Allie also died the same year in 1903 in Oakland. Before her death, she was a fortune teller, and some even claimed she was a witch. Part of the improvements to the mansion and the grounds included adding concrete to the pools. Most of the guests did not appreciate the new concrete bottom, preferring the original sandy bottom. Upon turning 80 years old, Mr. Reiter decided it was time to sell. He wanted it to remain a park. In 1946, Washoe County purchased the land and declared it a public park. The Carson Valley area is alpine to the west and high desert to the east, with phenomenal views including the Washoe Lake. The mansion is located only miles from the Lake Tahoe area as a crow flies. All the family members are buried in the family cemetery on the back hillside of the property. Allie's ashes were brought from Oakland and buried with her loved ones. Notice the Mason symbols on the gravestones. Many miners were actually Freemasons. Currently, the bathrooms are housed in the former stables, carriage houses, and once cars came around, the garage. We love history, especially opulent Victorian days, so fancy yet full of tragic events. The root cellar is also on property, and stairs going to the cellar below the house as well. What a beautiful home, beautiful grounds. Rest in peace, Bower family. The Paiute and the Washoe Indians lived in the Carson Valley. They hunted deer, elk, buffalo, and small game. They fished in the local lakes and rivers, which were plentiful with fish. The women gathered roots and pine nuts, seeds, and fruits to eat. For over 9,000 years, the natives there passed down basket weaving skills utilizing the local willows. I can picture the natives living there, prospering while respecting the land. You can see the expansive views from the top where the grave sites are. You can see Washoe Lake in the distance. What a peaceful resting place amongst the pine trees, nature, and wildlife. We have found on our multiple trips to the Nevada area that it's very diverse with the Sierras and the mountain terrain. We have visited many beautiful cities in Nevada, actually.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for
Bring
watching.
my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.